WSGW.com.
A mostly cloudy and blustery good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. Terry Henne, along with Jonathan Dent, at Radio Center this afternoon, or this morning. Mother Nature's trying to blow this afternoon in at us right now. We've got wind gusts right now over 40 miles per hour coming out of the southwest, and they're not going to taper off much at all. So it's going to be a little bit of a weary afternoon commute.
Absolutely, yeah. Right now out at the airport, they've got 50 degrees, so at least it's a warm wind that we've got going on.
It was warmer earlier.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Downtown Midland's reporting 49. Here at Radio Center, we're at 51. Like you said, southwest winds 29 miles per hour with gusts up to 41. So that it explains that wind advisory that we've had going today.
Yeah, and there's going to be a problem as far as winds are concerned up north. I haven't heard anything, have you, about the bridge, Mackinac Bridge?
I have not had any notifications about that, no.
And I was looking, it looks as though the wind gusts are pretty strong up there. Over on the west side of the state, I'm looking at wind gusts in Grand Rapids of 50 miles per hour this hour. So the closer to the low you are, the stronger the winds are. And that wind is going, or that low is going to be crossing the western part of the Upper Peninsula as we go into the afternoon hours. So there are going to be some pretty strong gusty winds. Record high temperatures yesterday, I'm sure a lot of you have heard. Interestingly enough, Detroit did not break a record.
Really?
Theirs was, the middle 60s or so. They had temperature right around 60 degrees. They didn't make it, but like Flint broke a record, Grand Rapids here, and even up north. You take a look at some of the readings up north. Traverse City had 58, I believe it was, over the day yesterday. Looking at Midland, they had 52. Ann Arbor was looking at 54. White Lake was at 56. Detroit at Metro, they were looking at 56 degrees as well. Harry Brown Airport over here, just to the east of Radio Center, was looking at 57. Bad Axe 51. Huron County, a lot of 51s, 52s, 53s. Officially in Saginaw, we made it up to 56. The Vassar area, 57. Down by Flint, they broke a record. Their record high was 56 degrees. So a whole lot of that going on. In order to break a record today, we would have had to have that temperature before sunrise this morning, and we just didn't see it. But records are being broken as we speak in areas just to the east and southeast of us. Get this, Columbus, Ohio is going to have a high temperature today of 70.
Wow.
92 is going to be the afternoon high temperature in Laredo, Texas. So that line, that's everything to the east of that line, record high temperatures, just kind of give you an idea. Columbus, 70. Charleston, South Carolina, 75. New Orleans, 78 is their projected high. San Angelo, Texas, 81. Orlando, 84. New York City, 64. Washington, D.C., 69. Saranac Lake in New York State, 63. Little Rock, Arkansas, 74. Memphis, 73. Wilmington, North Carolina, 74. Those are projected high temperatures. Take a look at the other side. Are you ready for this? Wind chills. Tomorrow morning, Boise, Idaho, 11. Jackson Hole, Wyoming, 7 below zero. Salt Lake City, 3. Las Vegas, wind chill tomorrow morning, 17.
Really?
Yeah. Somebody didn't play the cards right. Carson City, 12-degree wind chill. Sacramento, California, 27. The wind chill in Los Angeles tomorrow morning will be 35 degrees. Fresno, 29. El Paso, Texas, 27. Remember, Laredo, a high temperature of 92. But just on the other side, El Paso, tomorrow morning, wind chill of 17. Albuquerque, New Mexico, 2 below zero wind chill. Denver, Colorado, wind chill 4 below zero tomorrow morning. Our temperature is dropping as we go through the afternoon. We've already hit our high temperature for the day. We'll drop down to 28 for a low tonight. Sun will set this evening at 6:07, rise tomorrow morning at 7:33. We're going to have some breaks in the clouds tonight, but mostly cloudy skies. Our overnight low will be our high temperature for the day tomorrow, because that temperature is going to drop as we go through the day tomorrow. And then another system is going to be moving up. This one is situated over Oklahoma. It's going to move up into central Indiana, crossing southeastern Michigan or a little bit further south. We are going to be in the frozen side of that system. That does not mean all snow. I think we're going to get more snow than anything else. That's why I'm going with 3 to 6 inches of snow starting tomorrow afternoon and in through the nighttime hours. For areas along the I-69 corridor, it's going to be a mix of freezing rain and maybe a little bit of snow. You're going to have to go down to Detroit before you get a little bit more liquid precipitation. So needless to say, it's going to be a real mess for the afternoon commute tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night, and early Friday morning. Overnight low tomorrow night of 10. So whatever moisture you're getting, it's going to be frozen. There's no doubt about it. Tomorrow or Friday's high, 23.
I'm guessing we're not breaking any record highs
And
on Friday.
No, we're not breaking any record lows either.
Well, that's good.
13 below zero set in 2015. That's our record low.
Yeah,
So,
that'd be too big of a drop.
thank goodness.
Yeah.
We're not going to see any of that. Warming up, though, as we move into the weekend. Middle 40s on Saturday, 40 degrees on Sunday, mid to upper 30s on Tuesday. And then we start with temperatures tapering off a lot closer to normal. And then once we roll into about the 23rd, 24th next week, temperatures are going to run below normal for this time of the year. Precipitation pattern will be a little bit above. So that, in a nutshell, is what the weather is looking like right now. Oh, incidentally, record snowfall on this date is about 4.5 inches. That was set back in 1990. So it's been a while since we've seen a whole lot of snow on this date anyway. A year ago, our high was 28 and our low was 19. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. Standing by,
we'll be talking with Cody Harris from Star of the West. He has some, well, maybe not the best news to deliver this morning. We'll give him a minute or two to work on that, and then
you're saying we're going to have to set up a no fun or a fund me page.
Yeah, I think we should strap in for this one.
I think so.
And then we're going to check in with Doug Klein from Oppenheimer. All of that's ahead. But first, the weather report today brought to you by the folks at Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Nutrien Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrien Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrienagsolutions.com.
They say there's a secret to growing a great crop. At Nutrien Ag Solutions, they beg to differ. It all starts with a strong foundation, and when it comes to fertilizer, there's no question that Titan XE drives dry fertilizer performance. They've been unlocking the potential in every prill of dry fertilizer with biocatalyst technology for over a decade. Visit lpi.ag/Titan or contact your Nutrien Ag Solutions crop consultant to drive your crop's potential today. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at the Michael Sarr Crop Insurance Agency. It's all about risk management. And Mr. Farmer, they're here to help for 2023. They're licensed to serve all of Michigan with both conventional and organic crop insurance. You can get a hold of their agents on their cell phones for questions or emergencies, or you can call the office in downtown Reese, 989-868-4722. We say good morning to Cody Harris over at Star of the West. And Cody, you got the door locked?
Yes, we do at the moment.
Wow. I took a look before we went on the air, and it was like, I don't think Cody would really want to do these prices today, but
well, somebody has to do it, Terry. I'll say that. So I guess I'll take the bullet on that one.
Yeah, at least, have we been lower earlier this morning, or are we just kind of settling this low?
We've definitely been lower here this morning. I know the lows, especially kind of, let's see, on the wheat side of things, we're probably about 5 cents off the low on wheat. Looking at corn, we're right at about the low on corn, maybe a penny higher than that. As far as soybeans go, probably another 6 cents off the low. So I mean, we're kind of settling in. Maybe seems like here, but definitely a lot of pressure going down here today. But I guess on the plus side, we did see month highs earlier this week. So I know I'm not giving some great news, but at least we're coming down off some highs. So prices, in the grand scheme of things, aren't too bad the way they looked at least a few weeks ago.
So right now on the board, what do you have?
Well, let's look at it right here. We got cash wheat that's down 15 at the moment, 731 on the white, 681 on the red. Looking over at new crop wheat. Let's see, that's down 12 here this morning, 752 on the white, 702 on the red. Looking over at cash corn, that's down 5 at 622. New crop corn, let's see, that's down 3 here this morning at 535. Looking over at cash soybeans, that's down 16 at 1446. And new crop soybeans are down 12 here this morning at 1306.
Yeah, you're right. They were down a little bit more than that.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, it was coming off some highs and some lows and a lot of pressure going on here this morning. It's definitely coming from that U.S. dollar index is trading higher here today. So that's definitely putting a lot of pressure on the markets across the board. And then most of your focus, kind of like we've been talking about the last couple of weeks, definitely focuses on South America. I mean, looking even at the corn side of things, they're making progress on planting their second corn crop, that safrinha corn crop, and even while central and northern Brazil, they're continuing to experience some frequent rains. So that's kind of slowing them down over there, but they're still making progress. It's putting a little bit of pressure on the market. One of the things also looking at the corn crop in Argentina, I think last week we saw they had a 20% good to excellent rating. But they're expecting some scattered showers down there, which may help out that crop as we move forward. So that's putting a little pressure on that market as well. And kind of the same thing for soybeans, definitely looking at South America. Harvest for soybeans, it continues to make progress even with those rains, even though it's a slower than normal pace. But the big thing a lot of traders are looking at for soybeans, tomorrow afternoon we get the new crop rating for their soys down there, and we're not expecting to be much different than last week's, about 13% rating. But that's definitely what a lot of traders are keeping their eyes on as we move forward.
Sounds good. Cody, take care. Have a good day. We'll talk to you again.
Sounds good. Appreciate it.
Oh, you bet. Cody Harris over at Star of the West. Doug Klein, does he have any better news, John?
Well, we'll find out. Market Report today brought to you by Schaefer and Beerline. Are you ready to upgrade to a new Ram truck for your family farm? Now is the time to order your new Ram 1500, 2500, or 3500, so you should see the folks at Schaefer and Beerline in Frankenmuth. They're the Great Lakes Bay's certified ag dealer. They specialize in all models of new Ram commercial trucks and vans, and ordering is the way to go. You can buy with confidence from Schaefer and Beerline in Frankenmuth since 1852, where family and service sells cars. Also by Thumb Bank. They've been serving agriculture for over 125 years with 2 locations in Bay City, also Cass City, Caseville, Pigeon, Bad Axe, and Marlette. Thumb Bank, where relationships are built on trust. Well, always the bringer of good news, Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. Doug, good morning.
Good morning.
It's all yours, baby.
Dollar's higher today.
Whoa.
That's good news or not?
Is it really?
A little bit. It's up
Ouch.
towards 104, so that's not helping. Retail sales came in today, and they were higher than expected, but basically it boils down to people are buying the same goods. It's just more money, which means more retail sales in a convoluted sort of way. And then I heard that insurance, car insurance, in some states is up some 50 to 90% year over year to insure your car. One guy was paying like almost $8,000 for 1 year's insurance. I was like a Tesla, want to drive that anyway, and $8,000. So
No, I saw quite a jump myself.
Ouch.
Yep. Did a little shopping.
You have to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's out there, but I mean, this guy didn't even get it down to where he was. He was still up 40% after he found a better deal. So,
Wow.
like, holy mackinaw! And what are you going to do? It's a monopoly. You know, they got so many insurers out there, and they're all together going, now let's whack them. So anyway, so that's going on, and then crude inventories, distillate inventories, they came in. And they were a little tighter on the eastern seaboard, and then the rest of the country a little more than expected. So crude's down about $1.25. That's a little bit helpful. And that's what we're dealing with pretty much in the red across the board. So anyway, the March corn 677.5 down 4 3/4. September corn 610 down 3. March soybeans 1521.5 down 16. November soybeans 1370 3/4 down 12 1/4. The March wheat 771 down 15, and then July wheat is 787 down 12 1/2. Crude oil 77.94 down $1.30. Heating oil is 281.16 down 9.7 cents. Gasoline 266, that's down 3.5 cents. Natural gas is 280. Let's just call it 280. That's only down 2/10 of a penny, and it was down like 2.5% earlier. So that's come back to almost flat. Over to currencies. Canadian dollar. U.S. dollar buys 133.95 at the border. That's up 61 ticks. The dollar buys 134.17 yen. That's up 106 ticks. The euro's at 106.81, down 54 ticks. And the dollar's at 103.97. That's up 73.5 ticks. Gold's at 1844.40, down $21 an ounce. Silver's 21.57, down 29.5 cents. Platinum's at 920.40. That's down 18.80. And I'm going to look here, but the low on that is about 807. So got plenty of room.
Yeah, but we've been trending down on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Doug.
Okay.
Hey, you have a good one. We'll talk to you again, okay? Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be right back with Chuck Cervinsky from Maple Hill.
How do you make the most of your land? Shaw does it behind the wheel of a John Deere 1025R compact tractor.
Why do I go by Shaw? Shaw stands for skilled hands at work.
And he lives up to the name as he uses his versatile tractor
to make my yard look as beautiful as I possibly can.
But the Hubbards use their 1025R to
both vegetables and my flowers. It's exciting, putting yourself out there, learning something new.
And with a long list of easy-to-attach implements, ranging from a front loader to a box blade and backhoe, they both can make
the earth take the shape that I want it to take.
There are millions of ways to make the most of your land. How will you make the most of yours? Nothing runs like a Deere. Get a 1 Series tractor for just $130 per month at your John Deere dealer today. For additional cost information, please call toll-free 855-633-2315.
Contact one of Tri-County Equipment's 11 locations in Auburn Hills, Bad Axe, Birch Run, Burton, Caro, Fenton, Lapeer, Marlette, Reese, Saginaw, or Sandusky, or visit Tri-County Equipment online at tricountyequipment.com.
Experience the most reliable RTK signal from PC Ag Solutions, compatible with most GPS receivers. Trade in your old radio or modem and get an affordable subscription through us. We have over 25 base station locations across the Lower Peninsula, and we're always looking to add more to our network. Discover more power, more accuracy, and more coverage with our 450 megahertz signal. Call us to learn more today. PC Ag Solutions, 989-868-4444. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at the Frankenmuth Credit Union. They can help with lines of credit, equipment loans, financing for purchasing land, credit cards, and more. So just stop by one of their conveniently located offices and see how they can be your hometown financial solution. Find out more by going to frankenmuthcu.org. Chuck Cervinsky joining us right now from Maple Hill Nursery. Still not a lot of things that we could do outside, Chuck.
No, especially on a windy day like today.
It sure is. Better get the umbrellas in.
Definitely. We talked a little bit about starting seeds on Monday's show. Today, I'd like to just talk a little bit about what you should be using for a soil. We've got the Seed Starter 101 made by Morgan Composting, and it's powered by Dairy Dew. It's a completely organic soil, and it's a germination mix that's perfect for even the most delicate seeds that you may want to plant, whether it's carrots or flowers. Very, very easy to use. You're going to want to water it down just a little bit for best results. You don't want to use it dry. And the best part is you don't really have to fertilize until about a month after planting because of all the nutrients that are in it. And we've got that here at the store in both 8-quart, 1 cubic foot bags, and we even have it in a 1.5 yard super sack if you're doing a lot of growing.
And you got other supplies available too, right?
Definitely. We've got all the containers, the flats, liquid fertilizer, anything that you might need to grow seeds, and it's time to start thinking about that for sure.
So we should stop in and see you.
Definitely stop in and see us, and we'll show you how to do it with Dairy Do products from Morgan Composting.
We'll talk to you on Friday, Chuck. You take care.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right. Chuck Cervinsky, Maple Hill Nursery. Ed Garber comes along in just a moment.
This season, get medieval on Rhizoctonia with the powerful protection of Excalia fungicide from Valent USA. Here to shield your sugar beets from the treachery of Rhizoctonia, Excalia delivers excellent staying power, keeping your sugar beets from being conquered. Stay one step ahead of Rhizoctonia with the powerful protection of Excalia. Ask your retailer or visit valent.com/Excalia to learn more. Always read and follow label instructions.
Let's stop by and chat with Ed Garber from Nutrien Ag. Ed, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Terry. I'm good. How are you today?
Hey, we're doing fantastic. Ed, what are farmers, what are producers asking you about right now?
Well, kind of what's going on now is just that final, I guess I say final stage of planning, as the sun shines a little bit, the wind blows, and guys get the itch, reviewing plans, making sure they got everything in place for spring, and specifically my part here at Nutrien is around seed, and I'm just encouraging people to check their plan, make sure they got enough. Acres are changing. We're still offering 0% financing, which is pretty rare these days. But yeah, just finalize the plan, stick to the plan. I think that's a theme I always say, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But you're right. Acres do change, don't they?
Yeah, rotations, retirements, just changing hands. There's some of that going on right now. So
there sure is.
Ears open.
Ed, thank you. We'll talk to you again. All right.
Hey, Terry, thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Bill be right back.
As a farmer, you're always thinking ahead, planning and preparing for the next season. You know that a profitable yield depends on weather and timing. While Morgan Composting can't control the weather, they can save you time. From enhancing your soil before planting season with Dairy Do compost blends to boosting growth with Dairy Do granulated fertilizers and finishing the growing season strong with powerful liquid foliants made with kelp, humic, and fulvic acid. Morgan Composting has everything you need to get things going and get things growing in a complete package. Whether your farming operation is a greenhouse, an orchard, or thousands of acres of row crops, save time by getting your entire fertility plan made in one place. Morgan Composting, serving Michigan farmers for more than 25 years. Call the soil health experts now at Morgan Composting or visit dairydo.com to learn more.
Dairy Do. Last year's fertilizer cost too much. This year's fertilizer still costs too much. So maybe next year, instead of paying whatever the market dictates, you should find a new source. Source from Sound Agriculture unlocks more of the crop nutrients that are already in your soil, so you can use less fertilizer and capture the yield you count on to turn a profit. I said to turn a profit. That's more like it. Learn more at sound.ag.
Farm Service has been brought to you today by the folks at Steiner Tractor. New parts for old tractors made easy. 800-234-3280 or go to their website, steinertractor.com. And by Quality Roasting of Reese, offering competitive, consistent prices for your soybeans. Give them a call for a quote today. Back at 12:30 with an update. Now we conclude our program with the playing of our national anthem.
From the Premier Kitchen and Bath Gallery Studios, WSGW, Saginaw, Bay